once your heart's been open, once your spiritual systems are all working, then you're not going to want to go down that path at all.
So let's talk about that opening up, or what do you call it? The heart, the heart.
Yeah.
Tell, speak to Veronica. I mean, I'll be listening too, but
yeah, Veronica.
I think I'm the more spiritual person.
Wait, you're spiritual?
Totally.
You are?
100%. When my mother died, I was not raised with any kind of religion, so I was really floundering, and I had no idea who God was or what God was. So I went on my personal journey to investigate religions, and I just couldn't understand how all these different religions were still unkind.
Yeah.
And I just thought, this doesn't make sense to me. So I really couldn't find anything that made sense to me or answered my questions. So I studied a spiritual teaching, which is Kabbalah. And it was just so simple. You know, like what you give out, you get back. You know, like just being one with the universe.
Yeah.
You know, having God reside within you. God is within you all the time, and you are part of God, you know, and treat people with kindness and love and peace and all this stuff. And it made sense to me. And so I've really practiced that lifestyle. And it resonates what you're saying to me when you know this, when you are feeling this, then you can't alter or change it. You can't.
No.
And it's just, it's like, it's so deep inside of you. And I think that's when you have made a connection.
Because it's about infusion, and there's a brilliant...
And so that's what I call being spiritual. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. You know?
An example that His Holiness says is it's like making tea, black tea and milk. Once they're mixed together, you can't separate them, and it becomes a different...
Of course you would say tea, being from London. Tea with milk. Sorry, this is so cute. I remember that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. You're not the only one that had that dismay with religions.
Yeah.
Why there's so many people going to different worship places? Why is there still
Everybody's
so much?
They're looking. They're people are lost,
I
and
think
they are.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, sir. No, I was going to say exactly what you said. There's unrest. And when people are unhappy and there's unrest within them, they're searching. And and that's why when you said 10,000 people, I'm not surprised, because all those people are looking for something.
Yeah.
They're projecting 10,000 people at this conference.
And you will find the more peaceful ones, like in the Jewish faith you'll see Kabbalah.
Yeah.
In Islam you'll see Sufis.
And you see the Jewish religion is very different than
Right.
Kabbalah,
So,
which is spiritual.
But the common factor is that they both use spirituality with the religion.
Yeah.
They don't separate the two. This is what we...
I don't know. 100%.
In Kabbalah? No.
No. I'm just saying, like, a lot of Jewish people have not studied Kabbalah.
Right, yeah.
Is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. And so the Kabbalistic teachings, I could probably tell a Jewish person why they're doing what they're doing based on the teachings of Kabbalah. Because there's reasons for everything. You know, like you said, you have the seven spirits, well, you know, and one is the negative spirit, like there's Satan or whatever, which is the negative spirit, and how that's dealt with, you know. So but a lot of people in their religion are brought up religious based on habits and traditions, and they don't understand what they're learning, or what it is. I mean, they're not learning it.
Because people a lot of times they're brought up in a religion.
Yes.
By, you know, just by their circumstances,
by the country they're born in, most
exactly, right?
Exactly.
And so they accept it without any kind of critical analysis. They that's just what they've been given, and they take it on. And but what I'm thinking is, I mean, look at Canada, look at Britain now, right? I mean, there was one time when there was a shared, call it religious or spiritual understanding. In other words, everybody was Christian or everybody was Muslim, depending on the country. And now, look at us, we're, you know, and it's happening all over the world. people from everywhere are moving in everywhere, and people
Being very
are
diversified, integrated.
and it's so and it's one thing because we're talking about unity, right? And so we have to find that unity somehow. The unity that we used to have within our heterogeneous national cultures or whatever. Now we have to find a unity when we have people of different faiths, different belief systems, living in the same neighborhoods all over the world.
It has to travel well, doesn't it?
Well, something's got to happen.
Yeah, it has to start to travel well, yeah.
So, but I mean, it's a big, just seems to be a big project.
Oh, it's a massive project.
To make it happen successfully.
It's going to be a labour of love.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
We will?
Yeah. We have to get there.
Now, how are things going in Britain? I mean, we've talked about it. I mean, the fact that you have a mission, at least in part your mission is to de-radicalize Muslim youth in Britain. I mean, is that a big problem? I mean, to me, in Canada, I don't think that's a big problem.
I'd like to know how you would even start something like that.
Yeah, because we find most of the, especially the converts into Islam, they go into a particular sect of Islam. They go into Wahhabism.
All right.
They don't become Sufis. They're not interested in Sufism. They're interested in the hardline Wahhabism. Now, that's, as we said years and years ago, that that's sponsored by Saudi Arabia. They're building these mosques in all different countries, and they're bringing their form of Islam into these mosques. And we're trying to capture these youngsters before
they get into that radical,
and teach them the true, beliefs, the true meanings of Islam.
Yeah. Now, has that stopped? I think we talked about it a little bit the last time because there was a political upheaval in Saudi Arabia, and it just seemed to me that the new regime was being a little less, a little more.
They're more diplomatic, aren't they?
Conciliatory towards even, Israel, right in the region there. They're building that new city, Neom, right at the Gulf of Aqaba, right beside Israel and Jordan. Are you finding?
But we're hoping, we're hoping that their customers are getting less now, and they're not going to be able to.
Or even maybe, are they changing their policy? Do you think their policy of seeming to radicalize, create a radical movement worldwide or within the Muslim community? I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps they've changed their tactics. But we were talking about the heart, opening of the heart. So what we do is, no matter what religion, what name you call upon God, it's about bringing that name of God into your heart, into your spiritual system. And His Holiness Gohar gives us the energies that we can transfer through a heart meditation.
Wow.
It goes inside the heart, and your physical and spiritual heart start to work together. They start to beat together and produce positive energy, divine energy, divine love. And then your worship becomes directly connected to God. You're not just saying it through your tongue, it's coming out of your heart. And that energy starts to negate inside all your system of your body, and it starts to become healing process as well.
Did you want
beautiful
to do this meditation?
Well, I was going to, I think I've already had it done, haven't I? So I'm good, right?
We were discussing that before. I think it was about 5 years, because my ETA's running out. So I think it's been 5 years since we've been coming to do these interviews with you.
What's running out?
the visa we have to do from UK to come to UK. So I was trying to work out how long we've been.
Yeah. So I've already had it done. So she needs to have it done.
Can we do it live?
Is that something we can do live on the show? Yeah. Really?
Do I need to do anything?
Okay. Do you want to do this, Steve?
Yeah.
Right now?
I'm more than happy to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what's involved?
So what's involved? What do I have to do?
I might have to get up and run a camera. I don't know.
Well, as you were saying before, you didn't really come from a strong religious background, that you would have been either Jesus or what name?
None whatsoever.
Right. His Holiness tells us a very powerful name, Ra-Riaz. Ra is a calling, Riaz is like a garden, and the idea is that your heart becomes a garden, that seed of love starts to grow inside your heart when Ra-Riaz starts to articulate in your heartbeat.
Okay.
And we start off by doing that initiation first. I transfer that energy, and afterwards it settles in your heart, and you can do the meditation whenever you want.
Okay.
In your own peace and time. So if you're okay. So just close your eyes, concentrate on your heart, concentrate on your heartbeat, and we're going to articulate Ra-Riaz inside your heart. So just repeat after me: Ra-Riaz.
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 Okay. That was the meditation. How did you feel?
Lots of vibration.
And there's like an increase in you
Yeah.
became aware of your
Yeah,
heartbeat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of vibration, expansion almost. It was kind of neat.
It's a beautiful. So before you sleep tonight, do that chant Ra-Riaz. I'll give you some
Ra-Riaz.
leaflets on there so
Okay.
you can remember
Great.
Ra-Riaz, Ra-Riaz, and the more meditation you do, the more energy you'll start to
Yeah.
produce. But it'll never go away. That'll settle inside your heart.
I like it. Do you do that at night, Hugh?
Well, that's a great question, Verona. Is that something you have to do on a regular basis, Steve?
If you want to speed things up, if you want to
Yeah.
increase it, if some people like to meditate, but they can't because you're thinking about mortgages and £1,000,000 homes in London.
Especially her. She's in the real estate business, Steve.
Right. Or maybe you're thinking about eating a steak. No,
No.
I'm a vegan.
She's a plant-based
So
person.
things come into your head, but when you do that chant, everything washes away.
So what you're saying is when you have negativity coming towards you, step back for a minute, do your chant, and then
Yeah, and then carry on with your
on.
daily life.
all right.
And then, Steve, so, I mean, and just for people that have just watched that and people that are maybe contemplating having that done for them, which they can do at the Parliament coming up in
They
Toronto.
can do it there, or they can do it online. They can go onto our websites, and there's beautiful pictures of His Holiness.
Well, let's give some of those websites right now for people
Right.
that are in the moment.
So it's messiahfoundation.org.
Okay.
That's one. goashahi.us. All of those will have links to ALRA TV. They will have links to how you can do that heart initiation by yourself. There will be lots of information on both of those websites. They're kept up to date.
And then for people that actually have that, and what do you call that? What Veronica just experienced?
Initiation of the heart.
Okay, the initiation of heart. So the people that have that, what can they expect? Like, how will their lives change, or what will their lives be like after having that done?
Yeah, that because that energy is positive. It will start to push away all the negative energies that we pick up on a daily basis. Don't we? There's negative energies everywhere. That helps to fight that negative force that comes within us, and it starts to cleanse the heart. And this is what God looks at, the heart. He's not looking at how you're worshipping, what clothes you're wearing, if you're growing a beard. Not in your case, but in our cases, if you're growing a beard, whatever you're doing, He's just looking at the hearts, and He's looking at the shiny hearts. And once that energy and light is in your heart, then you come under the sight of God, and you feel a lot more attached.
And what was that word again? You said it. The latter part was garden. The first part was what?
Ra. R-A, Ra.
So what does that mean?
So that helps to articulate into your heartbeat, and it's a calling. It's you're
calling you to the garden.
Right.
Okay.
Ra-Riaz.
Right.
Ra-Riaz.
Ra-Riaz. Okay.
And I mean, you can take some more information on there, and you can have a good read up and see where that's going to take you.
We got some books here that you brought here. I'll
you.
just hold these up, Steve. You've got The Religion of God by R.A. Gohar Shahi, this book here.
Yep. So again, that's all the links. You can just have that on your phone. You can download.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's that book
On
about,
my phone.
Steve?
That is the A to Z of teachings of His Holiness Gohar Shahi, right from where we came from, why we came here, what we're supposed to do when we're here, and
so that's a really condensed book with a lot of information.
There's a lot of information in there, and it's all you need to know about spirituality is right there in that book.
I like
and then
that.
you've got the magazine as well, the Messiah Herald. You brought a couple of editions with you here. How do people get, if they want some of these, how do they get them? Can they subscribe?
Online, they can subscribe, and they can get those online, or they can come down to the MTCC.
Yeah, we just call it the convention center, Steve. I don't. So that's again.
And there's ALRA TV on the back. There's how you can.
Yeah, ALRA TV.
ALRA TV.
ALRA.tv. Just go to that website, and it's the live TV of the Messiah Foundation.
Yep, and it's on every night, and questions are more than welcome.
With His Holiness Younus AlGohar. And do you ever go on there as well? And
sometimes, yeah. I'm in the studio most of the time. So
yeah, okay, great. And so Metro Convention Center. When again for people that want to maybe go down there, meet you, and find out more about
from the 1st to the 7th.
Of November. That's a long.
That's a
big.
I was just going to say that's a long conference.
It's a long conference.
It's usually
and I think it's from like 9 in the morning till 10 at night or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's long.
7 to 7, right? So it's a good 12-hour.
I did a booth for a weekend and I was exhausted.
No, I know, Steve. Don't you get tired at those things? So they are exhausting, manning those.
No,
those things.
I enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, well, that's great.
Because you know what, he puts himself in that zone. No negativity.
I just want to read some of these titles because just to get people who are interested. So this one, these are just some of the topics addressed in the Messiah Herald. Is the promised Messiah already here? Right? Conquering yourself. You know, I would think a lot of people who are struggling maybe with addictions or financial issues or that sort of thing, personal problems, relationship issues, and then the hidden reality of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Right? So
there's a lot in there about the infusion as well. If people want infusion with Lord Jesus, there's lots in that magazine.
Okay. All right. So what are you going to be doing in the meantime? We've got a week before November. Steve, what?
Yeah, we've got a few bits and pieces here, just meetings with people and catching up with people from the last time. They want to know more, and we'll do a lot of catching up.
Okay. And we were actually expecting His Holiness Younus AlGohar to be here today, but I guess he was delayed in the UK for a little bit. But will he be coming for the Parliament?
Yes, yeah. He'll be coming as soon as he can. He's got a few appointments to keep, but he's going to be there at the World Parliament.
Okay, great.
Will he be speaking there?
I think so, yeah. I think he will be.
Okay, well, Steve, always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Yeah, I hope there'll be some more. I mean, I remember last time Nasser said the Three Musketeers, and
yeah,
you got the Lone Ranger today.
Well, you brought your posse.
Tonto and...
That's great. Well, anyway, really nice to have this conversation. And again, let's give out those websites for people that want to find out more.
Yeah, messiahfoundation.org and goharshahi.us.
Okay. Yeah.
Or in person, come down to the MTCC. I'm not going to forget that.
Yeah, we just call it the Convention Center.
Convention Center.
Metro
Okay.
Toronto Convention Center, right?
Yeah.
Veronica? Okay. All right, Steve. Thank you for doing this today.
Pleasure.
And
Thank you
Veronica, thanks for sticking around so late.
Thanks. It was great. It was worth sticking around for.
Yeah. So I guess we'll wrap up the show for Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow for more.
And I'll see you next week.
Yeah. And so thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on ThathChannel.com.